Hi, this is Chris. Today I'm going to work in my paper pillow scrap collage book. So I have a video on how I made this out of packing material. And I really like it. It's nice and cushy. So today I was doing a little decluttering and I came across this bag of pieces, parts and pieces. And I had an idea. I thought I would take my Margarete Miller collage prompts from 2018 and I would roll the dice, or I would roll one die, and that's how many prompts I would use. So anywhere between 1 and 6 prompts. I don't want to get 6 and I don't want to get 1. Get something in between. So these are heavy. These are, I wonder if those are solid brass. Some of these were my mother's. Let's use this one. That is heavy. Okay, I'm rolling it. And I got a 4. That's a good number. So we'll put that right, and we'll put that right there. 4. So these are the prompts that I used the last time. I stuck them in here so I don't use them again. And these are pretty well shuffled up, but they don't need to be shuffled because each card is one prompt and they're all random. That's a lousy shuffle. So I'm just going to take 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. I don't know if these are still available on Margarete Miller's site. I looked for them and couldn't find them, but she has a lot of other prompt things. These were digital that I downloaded. They're from 2018, but I think I downloaded them in 2022. Bug or insects, something with wings. It seems like I get prompts that are related. And art scrap and transportation. Okay, I'm going to look through my scraps. That could be anything from torn papers to cutouts that I never used, that I was going to use but didn't use, to pages from magazines that I pulled out and never used. So I'm just going to go through that stuff and see if I can find anything. Okay, I just pulled off a bunch of stuff from the piles that have been collecting next to my table, and I'll go through and see if I can find anything. Okay, so I have a lot of scraps. I've been trying to clean them up and go through them, but sometimes I just can't bear to throw them away. So for transportation, how about cowboys on a horse? Cowboys on a horse, or I've got this old pickup truck. For something with wings, I've got a butterfly, a dragonfly, bees, and a bug or insect. I've got worms, more bees, beetles, butterflies. For an art scrap, I have art. I've got all these scraps. Put those aside. I thought he was cute, old felt Bobby, left over from when I went to England. These art scraps, this is some art paper that my neighbor made. She also made these numbers using Lisa Heinzel's method, which I thought was pretty cool. There's another stencil that she did. Here's some ego printing that I did. I used this in an earlier scrappy collage. So, what do you think? Get my book. So see, this is almost, in fact, it's the same print, the other side. So I don't think I'll use that. And this is the one I did last time using Margarete Miller prompts. I used 5 prompts for that one. Random drawn. So I'm going to rearrange this stuff and maybe come up with an idea, and then I'll start working on it. Okay, well, I don't have an exact idea, but I just know what images I like. So I like the image of the cowboys, and then I thought either I could cut them out and put the old West town as a background, and then just put some of these bugs in here like they're going to attack them or something. And I'll just have to start playing with the pieces, so I'm going to cut out the pieces and start playing with them. Well, I have my 4 pieces, which is an even number. So I'm thinking I would like to add another piece. I think maybe instead of, I was going to cover this up with the beetle, but he's a little too big. Might just cover it up with that 5. And then this will be the sky. And I'm not sure about the bee. Maybe he's on kind of a lightweight cardstock. I could cut him off the flower and see how he looks that way. Okay, I cleaned up my desk. So, we have our little parts here. Now, how do I want to use this? That's not enough contrast. I like the blue. So I think I'm going to leave that on there for now. I'm going to glue the background down. I'm going to use Oohoo glue. This particular Oohoo glue is really gooey. I don't know, I just got it in the mail not long ago. Okay. Now, I'm going to put this down here. And I'm going to use my art glitter glue. I'm going to start with one edge so I can get it straight. And then I'll just work my way down. Not really sure what I want to do with this bug. I think I'll just stick him down there. This doesn't have to make any sense. Okay, I'm just going to glue this over the edge. I like that. I like to break the borders, and I like to have a border, and then I like to break the border and go out of bounds and things like that for no particular reason. All right, and then I'm going to take my Stabilo All Brown pencil and sharpen it. Go around all the edges. Okay, now some of the edges didn't glue down, but I'm going to wait until I water brush the Stabilo All before I go ahead and glue some of those down, because otherwise the Stabilo All won't dissolve if I've got glue on top of it. These guys won't stay put. So I need some sort of quip some sort of quip. I've been using some of these. I think they might be too big, too fancy. So let's see. Here's some Tim Holtz Ideology clipping stickers. Here we go. Fork in the Trail. Actually, it says familiar fork in the trail, but I'm just going to use fork in the trail. Just because. And I'm just going to put it like right smack on the top like that. Which is not what I usually do. Okay, my brown pencil. Because isn't life full of forks in the trail? So now I'm going to go through, and because this is a magazine image, I want to be sure the white of the paper is not showing too much. So I'm just going to go in and touch up those little areas. All right, now I want to put down the prompts. On this one, I wrote the prompts around the side, so I think I'll do that on this one. And I think I'll just write them at the bottom. Let's see, transportation actually was drawn first. I don't remember what I drew first. I think it's something like that. Something like that. Okay, I'm going to put down here prompts. All right, just fit. And today, as I do this, is what? The 8th? 10th. There we go. So there is our paper pillow scrappy collage journal. And there is our collage. Oh, I have to put these away. So I'll put them in here. These are the instructions that come with the digital. Give you ideas on how to use these prompt cards. Again, those are Margarete Miller, 2018. Thanks for watching and have a great day collaging. Bye-bye.